Hey everybody, I've got a great new idea to help young people pay for college. Are you ready for it? Hold on. I'm going to give it to you right now. Give you the bottom line up front. Pay for your own damn college. Recently, 60 Minutes had this segment on New York University med students, and this rich guy from New York was paying all their tuition, which was wonderful for them. But it was really battle space preparation. It was battle space preparation for the idea that all college should be paid for, because you have these young doctors going, I'm having to spend, I'm going to have to pay back all this money that I've borrowed in it. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Now look, I am not sympathetic to this. I went to law school. I had GI Bill. I went to the Army, earned money there, and then earned money that the government paid to get me through law school. I still had some loans, which I paid off, and it was a good investment for me. Was it a good investment for society? Probably not. Giving free stuff to people is not an investment. It is instead giving free stuff to people. This is the Democrats' latest thing, right? Now, they're all for free stuff everywhere, but the free college thing is actually brilliant, because they really want, the idea is to mobilize these young voters who have gone and got a degree in Marxist puppetry or in 17th century trans literature of Upper Mongolia, and suddenly find they've got $125,000 in student loans, and all they can do is get a job preparing your and my lattes at the local Starbucks. So they've made bad decisions, and of course, in the eyes of Democrats, when people make bad decisions, people who make good decisions, that is you and me, we should pay for it. Now, I have paid for my own law school, and I'm not interested in paying for anybody else's. I think that when people want something, they should expend the effort, which generates money. It's a phenomenon called work, and buy it themselves. All right. And this goes for everything. If you would like a car, you should go out and earn money, and then you buy a car. If you want housing, you should earn money and buy a house. If you want food, you should earn money and buy the food that you choose. If you want medical insurance, you should do what I do and write a giant check every month. Medical insurance, good medical insurance, is expensive. I don't expect other people to pay for it. Yet there seems to be this thing out there where everybody expects me to pay for them. And I'm against it. And I think you're against it. Because what this does is penalize responsibility. Those of us like you, like me, who go and work for a living, who worked hard. My first job was not as a partner as a law firm. It was mopping out toilets at a Carl's Jr. restaurant. I didn't start in the Army as a colonel. I started in the Army as a private. At basic training, okay? You work for things, but the modern Democrats want to skip that whole work part and take what we've worked for and give it to their constituents. And as a practical matter, as a utilitarian concern, this is not a good way to form a society. But as a moral concern, that is, should we steal from person A to give it to person B, instead of letting person A do what he wants with his own money and let person B do what he wants with his own time and suffer the consequences thereof? That's a moral problem. It's theft. It's theft when the government takes from people who work and gives it to people who don't. Look, there are consequences to choices. Democrats are all about choices. They're not about consequences. One of the consequences of not working hard enough is not having enough money to do all the things you want to do. Heck, I work very hard. I have multiple jobs. This is one of them. But I still don't have as much money as I would ideally like. I mean, I'm not flying around in my own personalized 747 with gold plumbing fixtures. But that being said, I do okay. And why do I do okay? Because I work all the time. Now, if you don't work, you are going to have less stuff. That's just a basic principle. And you know what? You should have less. Other people should not be responsible for you. I should not be responsible for your choice to study, Bulgarian interpretive dance. Okay, that's your choice. It's a bad choice, and the consequences should be borne by you. It should not be borne by those of us who go to work every day, work hard, and then get a tax bill saying, hey, I'm taking a chunk of your money to pay for, Caden's Bulgarian interpretive dance masters. This is a bad idea, and it's morally wrong. Pay for your own stuff. This should be the guiding principle of our society. Why is this so hard? Why is this crazy talk? Pay for your own stuff, whether it's food or shelter or medical care or college or anything. Pay for your own stuff. Put in the effort that you want to put in to get the results that you want. Look, I'm not saying you have to do it. You can not go to college. That's fine. In fact, that's probably a good idea for the vast majority of people, since four-year colleges are a giant ripoff or scam. That is another Take That episode. We'll get to that at some point. But you should make the choices of what's important to you. And if it's important to you, you'll work for it. If it's not important to you, if it's something just handed to you, why should you be subsidized in doing it? Look, if it's so important for you to go to New York University Med School, you should do the things consistent with going to New York University Med School. And if you can find some rich sucker to voluntarily pay you off, that's great. I don't think there's anything wrong with contributing to scholarships if I choose to do that. But it's your choice and it's your consequences. And this is Take That with Kurt Schlichter. Hey, everybody. Over here, you're going to see the Facebook thing and the Twitter thing and the little bell thing. Hit those things. I want you to get beyond the paywall here. Let's just put that right out there. I want you to go beyond. Look, these little short Take That's, they're outside the paywall. That's fun. But inside the paywall, there is a vast panoply of stuff that you need to be a part of. Subscribe to The Rebel. If you like what I'm doing here, well, I do it every Tuesday and Friday. I also write for Town Hall every Monday and Thursday. You can follow me on Twitter at Kurt Schlichter. And of course, you have my books, the nonfiction book Militant Normals and the novel hailed as appalling by no less than Captain Bill Crystal, ahoy. It's called Wildfire. You can find that on Amazon. And you'll find me back here next time on Take That with Kurt Schlichter.